Hi guys, so for my first video I decided to do my makeup routine. Like if I'm gonna go out to a family party or anything like that, I try not to do super fancy eyes. I try to be more natural, anything super easy that anybody can copy. It's not complicated, it's easy to follow, so if you want to see the way I did my makeup, so please keep watching. So I already washed my face and now I'm gonna prime it. I already put my moisturizer actually, and now I'm gonna prime it. And then the foundations that I use, they're actually two different shades, like one's lighter than the other, and what I do is I just mix both of them, just a little bit of both, because I'm not this light and I'm not this dark, and I mix them. And I just put little dots all over my face. And I have a Real Techniques sponge. I'm gonna add some dark one because I'm looking pale and it's not looking my color. But you know what? It changes color anyways after I put my setting stuff on because it's a little darker, but you know what? Nobody is perfect. You have to make sure you get your ears and your neck because you don't want to look weird. Unless you do, then don't do that. I use these two different concealers. I get my sponge again and I blend that in. And I always do it on top of my eye too because I have some big, huge, dark eye circles. Sometimes I put it on my chin and on the top of my forehead, the middle of it. I look like a, what are those things called?
Mine.
A mime. Okay, so I'm gonna do my eyebrows. And for my eyebrows, I use the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade in medium brown. It looks like this. So yeah, you can use any brush that looks similar to this or whatever you guys want. Whatever, you can't even see it, like that. And then I just get a little bit and I kind of work it with on the back of my hand, like that. Just to kind of warm it up and take off the extra, because if you don't, you're gonna end up looking all weird. I start in the middle and I go really lightly. I just start doing little strokes and then I do the end of it. And then I start going up and filling it in. And then, I know it's messed up, but you know what? We're gonna go back with concealer to fix it, so who cares? And when you're doing the front of it, you want to do it really lightly because this part is naturally lighter than the rest of your eyebrow. So do it really lightly. And again, start going up. And you even want to flip it and use the tip of it and do upward strokes. And then you want to brush it out. And sometimes this part takes off what you just applied, but then you could always go back and add some more. So then what I do after I do my, I fill in my eyebrows, I get the concealer that I use for my eye, and I just go under a little bit and clean it up, even on top, and just clean it up. And I just get any brush will work, depends on you. And after I conceal them, I go back in with my sponge and I blend it out. You don't want any line. And you also want to blend in your concealer again because it started creasing, because I haven't set it with powder yet. And what I use to set my my foundation is the Airspun Loose Face Powder. And I just get some with my e.l.f. brush and set my eye. I even set my over my eyebrows so the concealer won't move anywhere. And I get a bigger brush and do my face. And I have this palette that I also get some of these and set it. So after I set it, I always get whatever I have left over of the powder and I bake my under eye. And I leave that there while I do the rest of my stuff. I get another brush and I get the darker one and I just kind of do it once. Shake it off. And I dab. I always dab because I feel like when you kind of go like this, it kind of just takes off whatever you just put on. You can't forget under your chin to make a shadow and make you look like you don't have a double chin, even though I do. And I get another brush and I use the blush. Don't forget to smile. And I'm using my sister-in-law's highlighter. Any brush, whatever brush you want. Ooh, girl. Okay. So then you want to go in with your big brush again and just blend everything in. Or blend everything out. So that's my face. Okay, so now for my eyes. The main thing I use on my eyes is, it's actually a foundation. It's in C8 Cocoa. It's by L'Oreal. And I kind of just blend this basically all over my eye. I go back with a highlighter and the same brush and I just dab it on my eyelid. And you could even put some under your eyebrow. And I go in with a smaller brush and I do the inner corner. And I go back with the fluffy brush and without anything else, I blend everything in. And for my under eye, I use that same brown one and this dark brown one that I use for my bronzer. And I go on, I do the bottom of my eye. And you want to take off the baking powder that you had on. Don't want to forget that. And now with my eyeliner, I get really like big time OCD with it. So every time I feel like it has to be perfect or I don't feel comfortable. So the eyeliners that I use, they're the Revlon Color Stay. One is the skinny one and the other one is the original one. The skinny one I use to first make the actual wing, like the outline of it. And then I go in with the original one because that one is stiffer and I start making the wing like from the outer line that I did with the skinny one, I drag it to the very front of my eye. And that one, it's easier to smooth out and it won't leave any little wiggly lines. And I go back in with the skinny one and I connect everything and I make it look flawless. And the way that you can see if you need to fix anything is if you tilt your head back and you use your mirror and you look. And if it looks like it's super smooth and you don't see any lines that are all wavy, then you're good. And you can also just look at yourself straight on because that's exactly what it's gonna look like. You're never gonna walk around like this, so that's just weird. But like right here, I feel like I need to fix it, but I could have just left it. But like I said, I have OCD with them. So I just did both my eyeliners, which I feel like they came out pretty good. And now I'm gonna do my mascara. This is the one that I've used. Can't even see it. Whatever. It's Telescopic Carbon Black by L'Oreal. I love this mascara. It has these tiny little bristles or whatever they're called, and it just catches every eyelash. So whether you have short eyelashes, these still make your freaking eyelashes look bomb. While I'm waiting for my eyelashes to dry, I have this e.l.f. eyebrow mascara that I use, because what I notice is that sometimes my eyebrows look really powdery, and I know it's because of the powder that I set it with, but I feel the powder helps, so I ended up buying a brown mascara just to make them look better and not so powdery. My eyes turn super red because I'm so focused on what I'm doing that they just start turning red. I don't know. But after a while it goes away. So anyways, after I did my eyebrow with the eyebrow mascara, I'm still waiting for the eyelashes to dry. I don't put anything on this. It's just the ones that I use on my eye. And I just go on the sides of my nose because nobody wants to pay for nose surgery. Why not just use some makeup? Okay, so now I'm going to do the bottom eyelashes. And what I like to do when I'm doing my mascara is I don't just comb down. Sometimes I comb the very tips of them up. And I think that, I don't know, I just feel like it sets them together. I go up and down. I even do that with my top eyelashes. And sometimes the mascaras leave like this tiny little ball of mascara on the bottoms of the hair. And when you brush up, it helps to take them off. So I just finished doing the second coat of my mascara, and I normally don't use lipstick because I have a 3-year-old and I just feel like he just touches it and messes it up, so I just don't do that. I usually just clean off any foundation that I had on and just put chapstick on, and that's what I do. Okay, so that's the way I do my makeup. I feel really weird talking to myself, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you want to see any more, please comment down below, like it. And I still feel really weird talking to myself, so please make me feel like I'm not talking to myself. I really hope you enjoyed it. This is a video that I've been waiting a little over 4 years to do. And I finally just sat down and was like, you know what? Let's just do it now. Because if I don't do it now, it's now or never, right? Seize your moment. Hope you liked it. Bye. Wait, I can't even see it. Go this way. Because nobody wants to go and pay for surgery. Why not just use mascara? I mean,